Welcome everyone to Straight to the Point series. Today I will be discussing my skill build as a DPS crit huntress. Um, this skill build that I'm gonna be giving, it's PvP and PvE. That's the best I could come up with. I don't like to follow somebody's build or do the conventional build, not because I don't like their builds, but I only know how to play my build. Um, So you have to look first at your main skills, the basic skills that you have. These you can actually use as a bard, or as a huntress. Like for example, kill shot is a very important skill for you to use later on, because it consumes 35 concentration out of 100. But if you kill a target, you can actually recover the entire concentration. So this will helps you. This helps you regenerate all your concentration, so you don't have to worry too much. But always, like if you're PvPing in the battlefield, make sure that you use this as a last hit. If you get the last hit, that's great. If you don't, then you'll have to fall back on your knock twice. What the knock twice does, every time you cast it, it will restore 10 concentration. And like the wind arrow really does not have any effect. This is better for a bard, but you still have to use it at some point, because most of your skills would have either higher concentration to consume, or it will, or they will be on cooldown. What this skill does, silencing shot, is very important, especially after level 60. After level 60, you will have bosses, and each boss you'll have to block their attack, and this is the skill for an archer to disable them. It disrupts their cast time, and this one has a knockback effect. So this knockback effect, I'll talk about it later with the sniping shot, because sniping shot and this one will make sure that your enemies are distant from you. This one will help you reduce the defense by 10%. It does 140% damage, but we're talking about is like the main thing for an archer is your crit rate. You want to reduce defense and crit evasion. So this one is to sleep your enemy. If you want to, just make them sleep while you kill someone else, if you are like 2 versus 1 situation. So this can come in very handy. So when you go as a huntress, you will get the illusion. This one, the illusion path. So let's go on to the huntress. We select this path, and then we'll look at the skill build here. So I'm gonna my skill build, the normal one that I do it every time, and then we'll talk more. So I'll go with the marksmanship. This is a must to take, because it's a passive that increases your crit rate by crit accuracy, and then the attack is increased by 30% of the accuracy rate, right? The crit accuracy rate. And then we take the sniper stance. The sniper stance is a passive. This one is a buff. This one we drag it here. That's where I put it usually. So we just click this once, and then your crit accuracy is increased by 10%. And then after we activated this path, or for the huntress, we get this illusion. So this one you activate once as well. So it will reduce some of the cooldown time and the threat level. And then it increases 10% movement speed at the cost of... Yeah, well, that's fine as well, because you really need the cooldowns to be more effective. You can actually disable this and enable it. It has 5 seconds cooldown. So anyway, we'll go straight to the rest. This is like a poison overtime. So the higher your attack is, the better, because it removes HP equals to 11... like 12%. You can say 12% of your concentrate, 10% of your attack it will remove. So it's poison over time. That's really good, especially if you're like, if an enemy is escaping and you hit them with that, so they can actually lose HP over time. So after this one, you have to take this one. The sniping shot is one of the best skills. If this one crits, then your enemy is dead, like basically just dead. And this skill, it's called Wing Clipper. What this Wing Clipper is, will help you regenerate the concentration. This one you don't need to put it on any skill bar, because after you activate after knock twice or sniper stance, which means this one, and the sniper stance, I think this one, yes. So, but this one is very spammable. It deals 171. It has 0 cooldown, so you can cast this. You can cast knock twice, and then use that one. Use another skill, then use that one. It will use the wind clipper because it will regenerate concentration every time you use it, and this one will regenerate. So every 2-3 seconds you have 20 concentration regenerated. And then this one is the most important thing that you really have to focus on this. Especially, I use the Light of Hope for myself. But anyway, we're talking about the skill build itself. This one is very important for AoE. And of course you have to take the poison. So the poison, you can place it anywhere, to be honest. But for me, I place this one here because somebody's sometimes soaking the damage, or when the enemies are all attacking me, then I'll just, use this. We take this. A successful crit will regenerate 10 concentration. So it has a 2 seconds cooldown. We'll take that. And this one is 30% crit damage in sniper stance. So this one is always active, so you don't really have to do anything. It just adds to it, that's all. And what we take is, this one is a great tool. Violent Retreat is a great tool. It will help you get it will help you shoot arrows, and then it will help you leap back. It's like your F1 skill, which was the roll. It will help you leap back, and then we'll choose this one. And then this one, I don't really like this one. I don't. So I'll just leave this for now. But this one is actually quite good. The Bullseye Splitter. The Barrage, I don't need the Barrage, because I want to focus on minusing crit evasion. You will see why. Okay, I'll pick this right now, and then I'll put it on the first slot, right? I want to use the Nervous Target as well. I want to use Nervous Target because it inflicts minus 5% of crit evasion on target, and triggers 10% damage for most of your skills on this tree. So it's really, really important to have this skill. And then it lasts for 30 seconds. So this is really good. You can use it on multiple targets every 10 seconds. And the Hawkeye is also a great tool, because the Hawkeye will help you use this, which uses 235% of attack. This one can only be used after the light quiver or sniper shot. But what I usually do is just I use the sniper shot, then I use this one, regenerate concentration with the rest, and that will be really, really helpful. Really helpful. So what I usually take the most attack possible. So I'm just gonna take this one. So this one can be used for 20 seconds. I really like that skill. And this one I already talked about it. You don't need to put it on any of the shortcuts. Why don't you need on the shortcuts? Because once your skills, when you queue your skills, when you cast your skills, for example, you queue the quiver, then you queue your hawk, right? You queue your hawk, then you use sniper shot. This one will come up as a Q or an E, because you have more skills that work in conjunction with the rest of your skills. So this one will just need a little bit of training, but trust me, it will help you a lot. A lot. So this one, I didn't really like it. This skill, this soul shot, I didn't really like it at all, because it may consume all your concentration, and if it does not crit, there's no use for it. So what am I going to use here? We'll use this, the stunning shot. What does this stunning shot do? It inflicts minus 40% movement speed. So this will keep your enemies at a distance, and it's very, very important. Very important. So you can arrange your skill bar, of course, however you like. Mine is actually quite messy, but I do like it this way. I'm used to it. I wouldn't like it this way. I would actually change it, but I'm used to it this way. Anyway, this one can only be cast. I don't really want to use this. It has a 10-second cooldown, so rather I'll just use this one. This one is another AoE attack that you can actually use. So I think I'll take this. That's actually quite good. And then this one, stunning shot inflicts an additional 10% defense. So that will increase the minus defense by 20 when you use it with this one. When you use it with the Wailing Wind decreases. So that's 20% minus defense for the enemy. So that's really, really good. Really good. So this one will help you reduce the cooldown for your AoE spell. It's really good. I think it's a good thing. So the last skill, what I'm gonna take, this one is actually quite good, but I'm not relying on attack speed. I'm relying on damage and crit. And this one is actually a great skill, but I'm also not gonna take this. I am gonna take this because I'm actually playing PvE and PvP. I'm taking this one. These are both for PvP mainly, in my opinion. But this one will grant you 300% evasion and crit evasion for 5 seconds. So it basically makes you invulnerable, and it cancels immobilizing effect and all that. It's really, really good. I'll also, like, a tip for you to use it is use it into the dungeons. Okay, in the dungeon, if you think that you're able to take enemies down very quickly, it has 2 minutes cooldown. So in 5 seconds, you can actually gather all the enemies, and then use this one and spam your 9, which is the bombardment, after you activate your Light of Hope, and then you use blind fire. Okay, and then you can use your leap back. You can actually leap back. So I'm just gonna change back the skills however I wanted them. So this is how I change my skills. So what you do with the enemies is, let me try one enemy. So I'll activate this. This is what I would actually try and do. All right, let me just try. Well, I'll try this. If you want to just keep dodging your enemy, and then spam the rest. It will be really easy. I mean, even though these are I would say they're not level 60 or anything like that, but this is how you can actually escape your enemies, especially in PvE. PvE as a solo is not really a great idea, but some people like it and some people don't. But I hope that you enjoyed the skill build, and this is the last look at it. And I have one point here which reduces the cooldown, but you would not really want to use it too much because it will stay in cooldown. It consumes 25 concentration, or 25% of your concentration, since it's 100. So so yeah, this is pretty much my skill build. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please, if you have any questions, just ask, and if you go your own skill build, please share with us, unless it's a secret. But I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.